This is called Waiting for the End of the World. Ran out of cigarettes on the edge of the desert, so we smoked the apocalypse. It tastes like scorched earth in Vegas. Outside of Baker, we smoked in the shade of the world's largest thermometer. It was a choice between that or the Calico ghost town, and I've got enough of those on my own. It's 3 a.m. and you're wearing Vegas like a crown. The apocalypse leaves a burnt hair aftertaste. The skyline is on fire. We drank the last of the gasoline with tequila. My ghosts feel neglected. I offer a bobblehead doll, a snow globe, but they want an apocalypse of their own. It's too late. A motorcycle crash and a shotgun to the head, heroin overdose, a neglected disease, and anyway, the gift shop's closed. The tequila pours through intangible gullets. I'd kiss you, but I scalded my hand running fingers through your hair. Your name hits the back of my palate with each gasoline shot. I whisper the apocalypse. You exhale ephemeral rings that dissipate into nothing. The tequila turns the ground beneath our feet to mud. The sky above us only burns. I'll read that left turn at Albuquerque. Sing me a hymn of Travelport showers and carburetor-coated omelets, tabletop jukeboxes, Waylon Jennings for a nickel, vending machine, pocket knives, communion of coffee, black as two-pack and twice as welcome when the cauldron bubbles over at 3 a.m. and there is nothing left to do but drive. It's not the destination. It's the requiem for how cities fall away with the red shift of accents with each new gas station, the rising frequency of Tabasco bottles at diner booths with each westbound highway exit, singing at the stars so long your throat is grenade fragmented, drowning out the receding wails of all the naked emperors and all their naked empires, state lines and incidental bubblegum pop between yourself and brewing blizzards. Asphalt and motion can warm you while the tires screech new catechisms, Gnosticism of automatic transition and combustion engines, church of machines to deliver you to an innuendo, a whispering, a flickering light bulb of freedom. Aretha and Static, In Between Days Suite 1. Just past where the Mass Pike hits the New York Thruway, Aretha breaks through 100 bands of static, a voice to absolve the dead. Bubblegum pop and dog-tired classic rock dissolve in notes fresh and vital as when Chain of Fools was new, insistent as thoughts of the redhead typing back home, the voice that tugged me away from California, melted a nation between us, a song in the static, suddenly, undeniably clear. 2. No name for the tesseract space between us, airport terminal affection, billowing steam in the right hand of Shiva, communication breakdown, the swallowing of sky, radio band crackle, nothing real, everything. 3. My transient sibling dragged me by the ear to Rocky Horror and played me my first Ramones album on the way, freedom and two-chord fury channeled through half-dead speakers. Her vocabulary makes mine a dime store novel, and she beats me at both sides of the Bible. I learned that trick from her. We drift, have done since we were bright young things in thrift store clothes, postcards from England, email from the Bay. We wave across airports, pass on freeways. Poetry gets me the eye roll. For her, I'll say it straight. We've survived abandoned theaters and empty bookshops, bottles crashed against cliff faces, broken glass slid into the ocean. I love you for that. Our distance is cell phone reception and dial-up modems. 4. There are no diminishing returns. The heart holds all of these and more. This is called Undressing Virginia Dare. Begin at the top. Stuttering fingers undo simple buttons, fumbling at your collar, afraid to touch pale skin. Then another. It's a simple garment. Wool bodice dyed red, it falls easily onto the forest's underbelly, fabric sinking into the dirt and nestles, tentative, callous hands glide up your back, undo the ribbon of your linen shirt, then descending. palms tugging at your waist, ankle-length petticoats unsuited here. The new world pulls you close until your breaths are intermingled, strips you of history, transforms you into a deer, a story, a destination carved into a tree, vanished entirely. This is called cone. The first error is to mistake yourself for the mountain. The way the air thins around you, the way the cold rushes your bloodstream. Listen to the mountain breathing, how the rock rumbles beneath the surface, how moisture condenses to crystals on the bald, exposed peak. I can be silent as a mountain summit, but the things left unsaid become a trickle of melting ice, eroding stone, becoming a flood, a river. The second error is to mistake yourself for the silence. And this is my last poem. Thank you very much. This is going to be in the next issue of the Los Angeles Review. This is called That Was Then. Before you, I kissed girls with mouths full of bees and mistook the stings that turned my insides to boils for love.